this is probably my most favorite time of the night.
And we talked about the defiance of Naito, but certainly one of the most rebellious members of the New Japan roster, you could say, about Shibata.
What you're alluding to, we'll touch on in a moment, but for me, I love the song, I love the entrance, I love the simplicity of the man known as the wrestler, Katsuyori Shibata. 6 feet tall, comes in listed at 210 pounds, as hard a hitter as you'll see and hear. A technical brawler, very apt with the strikes, very efficient. To your point, Yoshi as well, you can talk on this. There was a period of time where that man there, Shibata, was part of the Three Musketeers. Many people thought the future of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He had his destiny laid out in front of him, and then Shibata just walked away from the promotion. Yoshi, what was that like internally for New Japan when Shibata left?
That was that era was very confused in New Japan. So, yeah, that's why many wrestlers left, not only Shibata, that era. So,
well, Shibata walking away from what seemed to be a predetermined destiny, when we find out later on that Shibata comes back and wants to earn his right, not just be handed it to him, then you respect the decision.
Yes.
And I know there was a gleam in your eye, Matt. We reviewed the rundown of the show tonight. We talked about the matches, and there was something that was special to you upcoming about this match. What is it that speaks to you as a fan and as a broadcaster?
I mean, straight up, in my heart, I'm a fighter. I always have been. When Goto just hit the Shotenkai, things like that, I like. I like destruction, I like violence, I like hard hitting. That's why this match, for me, is the one I'm looking forward to here. As 5'5", 200 and says 25 pounds, the 9th ever never open weight champion, Tomohiro Ishii, makes his way into the arena. The only way I can describe this fighter is Norris division for my hockey fans. Smash mouth, strikes, headbutts, throws, suplexes, things of this nature as the stone pitbull, Tomohiro Ishii, makes his way to the ring.
Our champion in the red corner is weighing 220.
You're not a violence guy, are you, Kevin? You're a pacifist. I mean, look at what's going on in the world today. Everyone wants to use diplomacy and talking. But you know what works? Dropping bombs. And that's what's going to happen right here.
Well, Shibata seems to have the best of Ishii right now. Got a victory on him on the opening day World Tag League. And then at the last event of the calendar year, 2015 as well.
Well, the very esteemed Wrestling Observer newsletter in 2013 gave the match that these two had 5 stars. And that is speaking volumes. It's one of the most accredited newsletters, very credited journalists that are able to give this match 5 stars. Can only imagine what this one's going to bring us.
The Never Openweight Championship is on the line.
You know, you're looking for a backstory here. You're looking as to why this match is happening. There's an author named Zach Dominello who said, why is this match happening? Shut up. That's why. And here we go.
A 60-minute time limit. It ain't going that long. What a furious this opening exchange from both men. Shibata daring.
Japanese old style.
It's a style that you gravitated towards.
I mean, look, I'm not saying I'm a tough guy, but this is how I was trained. Guys like Loki and Homicide used to beat the crap out of me. I know that man, Masahiro Chono, right there in the middle, appreciates this strong style.
I was his boy, like 8 years ago before Tenzin. Yeah. He's one of my mentors.
Well, I know it was a great moment earlier on when he came over and said hello and shook hands. I know both you guys were really taken by that, absolutely.
This will be one of those matches where the sounds will tell the story.
Oh, grit your teeth and hope for the best.
Ishii inviting. The master of the PK can certainly lay those kicks in, talking about Shibata.
Do you know Ishii's mentor is one of the Japanese legend wrestlers, Riki Choshu. That's why he's strong style.
Oh my goodness.
Notice how Shibata arches his back. That way his vertebrae aren't exposed to the kicks. Shibata watching to brace.
That one might have ended this exchange. Not just about trying to physically hurt your opponent, but also the pride of getting back up. The pride of absorbing your opponent's best shot. Oh, wow.
Ishii did not have time to clench his jaw, and that forearm caught him.
Red shoes down, just looking for any sign that Ishii's able to continue or not.
This is different match.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely different than everything that we've seen.
Yeah.
Does this type of match make you want to stay on the outside of the ring, do commentary, or do you still want to get back in 2016?
I want to go back.
Yes.
Good answer, my man. Don't let the fire die.
Do you know, in this match, they use only kick, elbow, and clothesline. That's it.
And a suplex here and there. That's a great observation there. The way wrestling is evolving these days, it still goes to show you that this stuff works.
Extends the leg and puts Ishii down. He'll look for that PK, that penalty kick. Soccer kick right to the chest.
Now Shibata trying to wear down Ishii. Normally part of Shibata's strategy. After exchanging the strikes, now he tries to wear down his stronger opponent.
Shibata, very rare in Japanese wrestling that he is a second-generation athlete. Father was a referee for over 2 decades in the company.
Yes.
Oh, he's so good.
Modified octopus spider hold there. Ropes forces Shibata to break.
Just elevates the boot.
And Shibata's father as a wrestler before he's doing referee and starting member of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Now the boot scrapes.
Yep, his dad was active in the 60s and 70s.
Reminds me of Shinjiro Otani. You know what that does is it creates like these open, almost like rashes on your face, but as the match goes on, the sweat gets into those rashes and it starts to burn. That's what that move is designed to do.
Jab, chop, over and over again.
I love it. No room.
He said, come on, come on, come on, in Japanese.
No room for pacifists, no room for tree huggers here.
But an opportunity for a little receipt. Whoa!
They are doing same thing each other. Shibata said, come on, in Japanese.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Ishii is down.
Almost.
Classic Shibata there.
Oh, but look at Ishii get back to his feet. Clothesline, drop kick, both men down. Great float over and a near fall. Quick transition.
This is the first time cover in this match.
And now the first submission hold attempt.
Look at that, way to transition there from trying to go for the cross arm breaker. You saw that Ishii was using the grip to block it. Rolled over now, trying to go for the triangle, grabbing his own foot in Shibata. But Ishii way too strong there, but left the arm out. It's hyperextended here. We could get a submission.
This is a triangle.
To the ropes to force the break.
Almost saw shades of Inoki and Bob Backlund there, but boy, oh boy. We saw what the submission holds, the damage that they could do earlier in the night.
And the strikes and kicks earlier on, of course, to the jaw, the neck, the face, but now going right after the left arm.
He said, come on, again. How many times they do?
Seriously, a hematoma for your throat.
Wobbly, but refusing to go down, moving forward. Shibata not wanting to give an inch either. How do they do it?
Whoa! God, this is great.
Down, both men down.
They are Superman.
Crowd appreciates the effort. You'll notice here that there is no standing 10 count from the referee. I would never, ever like to see a match of this magnitude end with both wrestlers flat on their backs.
And just as both men had fallen to the mat, both virtually get up at the exact same time. Oh, caught him in the throat. Again. Power bomb, stacks him up, and Shibata kicks out. Wait. Ishii went to look for his move instead now.
We saw this in the Kushida-Kenny Omega match, but Ishii's arm is way too strong for Shibata to put behind the back to get the submission hold the way he wants it.
Red Shoes imploring both men to come back in.
Shibata desperately trying to maintain wrist control.
Nice. Headbutt in the back.
Back of the neck. Right at the base of the skull. Drop kick right to the same area. Zeroes in and Shibata gets back on his feet. Crushed by a clothesline. The leg hook. Shibata kicks out at one.
Round one.
Adrenaline is an amazing thing.
And after that, sliding lariat, a near fall. Knee strike, turn things around. Shibata able to reposition.
And you'll notice how both wrestlers will roll over onto their front. It goes to show you that they are aware of where they are in this match. Ishii's on his side, but neither man have their shoulders flat on the mat until Ishii rolled over right there. Ishii, pardon me.
And so just as we started, Shibata, Ishii. A flurry, a furious flurry, an exchange of chops, slaps. And then they traded. It's a slugfest.
To the front face lock, the front chancery there. If the forearm slips underneath the chin, it does become a choke. Ishii wise to get out of that position.
The kick found its mark, but Ishii closes in. Shibata traps the leg, clothesline. Unable to follow up though.
Usually Shibata use kick and Ishii use clothesline, but that was opposite.
Whoa, Death Valley driver. The never open weight championship is on the line. Red Shoes right there too. And Ishii kicks out.
You can notice there, and Yoshi, you pointed at your monitor there, that was a very lax cover by Shibata there. Didn't hook a leg, didn't hook an arm there. Now going back to a hold to try to wear down his opponent. Great point, Yoshi.
Yes.
And now Ishii may have put himself in more harm than good.
Placement of Ishii's left hand tells you he's trying to get his hand in between his own jaw, his own mandible, and Shibata's forearm, but now, look at that. Ishii looks like he's slowly fading, but yet trying to get back to his feet.
Shibata will look to choke him out, to claim the crown, to get to the ropes, to force the break. Eats the boot, and down goes the champion once again.
You know, when you sit in those chokes, it definitely takes a lot out of you.
Oh, no! Right to center his chest.
What a violent headbutt that was.
Is this to chin or?
It looked like it might have caught him underneath the chin or maybe on the clavicle or on the throat.
But right after almost choking him out, Shibata went for the PK. Ishii counters, drives him down the blunt force trauma of his own skull.
Well said. Heard it.
Did you hear the sound?
That was our best commentary job of the entire night.
Oh, what a drop kick! What a drop kick! Oh, what a lariat! Right under the jaw! Shibata kicks out at one!
One.
One, two, and Shibata kicks out this time at two!
My face hurts from smiling as much as people's ears hurt from my voice.
The throngs of faithful packed into Tokyo Dome here tonight for Wrestle Kingdom 10. Oh! Ooh! Down goes Ishii. Shibata! Shibata! PK! PK!
This is it?
1, 2, 3!
Wow!
He's done it!
A new champion!
秒耐え固め柴田勝頼選手の勝利です。
Did I tell you what this was going to be? Did I hit the nail on the head? Man, oh man! This for me is what wrestling is all about. And this also is becoming what the never open weight title seems to be about every time it's defended. Hard hitting, stiff action, undeniable. Awesome job. Congratulations to Shibata.
And as we see frequently, New Japan, these hard-hitting matches, their ringside attendees, Young Lions, they're there with ice packs to assist the referee, to assist the athletes as they can slowly make their way back to their feet.
You know, the hardest part, and I'll tell you from experience, and Yoshi, you can talk on this too, it's not so much what goes on in the match, it's the hours after the match, when you get back to the locker room, when you drag yourself to the shower, when you finally lay down in your bed, and all the adrenaline begins to subside, the swelling begins, the tremors begin, you really start to feel the effects of the match in the hours and days afterwards. You have to believe that Shibata, while right now is happy to be champion, he may be regretting this fight later on. Yoshi, you've had some terrible injuries, man. You can definitely talk about this.
Yes.
So what? What's next now for Shibata? A lot of challengers, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, if you enjoyed that, you are going to love what's next.
Former champion, Ishii. The new champion, Shibata. Congratulations. New never open weight champion crown.